repurposed freighter drifts through space. As you stare out at the star-flecked void, another ship comes in. Wait, is this sci-fi? I thought we agreed on a World War II campaign. Oh. Did we? That's cool. I can pivot.
Hey, Chris, Mandy, what's up?
The smell of smoke curdles in your nostrils. Hold up, I thought we were prepping for a zombie apocalypse campaign. Alright, here's what we're doing. It's the year 3700. Humanity's elite fled to other planets long ago, taking with them all forms of advanced technology. Earth survivors scrape by with historic tools as weird phenomena plague abandoned nuclear sites. Witnesses report seeing glowing lights and the dead rising from their graves. And amidst the chaos, three strangers will meet in a dim bar. A veteran zombie slayer, a disgraced general out for revenge, and a space mercenary sent to investigate the power plants. Now describe your characters. How did you do that? I have the right tools for the job.
Good. We're gonna be a good one tonight. Dennis's campaign Maldage is only like a few months younger than mine, so his is 46 years as well. So he knows his shit. Which is great.
A story once spoken is ageless. The dungeon imagined without end. The curious are the ones most courageous. The tree that endures
and
has
you'll be
to
in
bend.
part 2 of the two-parter.
From stillness the mad mage is stirring. From countless voices the castle takes shape. Zagig will test the enduring. Those unlucky will never escape.
Good to see it. Sujak sent out your winning stuff, so you probably got an email link for it. Which is good. Here comes Orc Skull. That's Orc Skull. Just getting started here. So your people just ready to let me hit this. Start the giveaway up at least. Choice of 2 classic D&D reprints. Everyone's doing well there. Oh yeah, cool. Sunday stream was fun. Hey, solid. Yeah, I'm sending solid. I'm sending you a whisper. Tonight you're going to learn some really deep Greyhawk stuff. Maybe some stuff that you may want to apply to your own campaign. You know, fun stuff like that. I think I hit a wrong button here. I did.
POV, I had 30 minutes before my campaign group showed up, and I was totally unprepared. I grabbed my ready set encounter box and boom, everything I needed for an epic session. Adventure hooks, map tiles, loot tables, stat blocks, and miniatures, all ready to go. My players still think I spent hours planning our Great Dragon encounter. If you're a busy dungeon master, get Ready Set Encounter live now on Kickstarter.
Okay, wherever there are organizations or groups.
POV, I had 30 minutes before my campaign group showed up, and I was totally unprepared. I grabbed my ready set encounter box and boom, everything I needed for an epic session. Adventure hooks, map tiles, loot tables, stat blocks, and miniatures, all ready to go. My players still think I spent hours planning our Great Dragon encounter. If you're a busy dungeon master, get Ready Set Encounter live now on Kickstarter.
Doing well. Kicking off the week, my week here. Nana will not be back in time for Gavin here. I gotta figure that out. What's up there, dude? Thanks, Sword Skull. Thank you very much. We may be a little lower than normal. We got a lot of people in there Gen Con. What? We'll see. Well, Ratic's not north. Ratic is northeast, right? Maybe. I don't know if any. What's up, John? Yeah, you think went out on Tuesday, John. So I don't know how long it'll take you to get it. So ticket Canada. So we'll see. That's my fault, man. That's because of a Monday night. That's my fault. I'm sorry. Monday night, on the spur of the moment, Amanda and I got on. We fixed our sound issues in the basement. It took a little while, and then we had to go live to test it. Oh, man. Yeah, so... That's my bad. Oh, sorry. My apologies. Looking's good. All right. Dennis is still no picture, so we'll just. But I can come on early here, and Mike's not on yet. So let me do this. Let me do this. Let me boom. All righty. He's probably getting some stuff done. All right. A new week. A new week. A fun show. We're gonna have a blast tonight. We're gonna talk some organizations, which we'll talk about what that pertains to. But before that, for those of you who will not be on at the end, I'll show this double header. Assistance to Glipdell. All right, now you go, what the F is a Glipdell? Well, thanks, Patrick. Glipdell is a small community here in the, actually technically in the Princefield area of the mountain, the hills and mountains, small mountains of the northern Principality of Ulick. So, what's up, Mike? How you doing, Mike? Just waiting for Dennis to hop on here too. I'm just talking about Glipdell and the doubleheader. Hope you're doing well. We're a little early. It's a human community run by Lord Mayor Ichabod. He has the dubious distinction in my campaign of the individual PC or NPC with the lowest stats out of any character. I think his highest stat is 11 in old school. Yeah. Yes. It's all good, Jagger. So, just to show you, it's all on my table already. Here's there we go. Oh, something's on fire already. There you go. There's part of Glypdale. So, yep. So we're doing assistance to Glypdale. So there you go. You see, there's a gate up top here to get into the town. So we'll go from there. Two-parter. So first part will be on Thursday night, and we have the following great people: Myriad, Show Me the Dice, Cherry Blossom, Gianna, Curtis, Grim Sparkle, Phantom, also Tom as well. So that'll be part one. Part two, Myriad and Korg will return, but we add in Sparkles, Mandy, Brett, and Korg. So there you go. Yeah. I sometimes do, McLeod. Sometimes. Well, not all the time. Not all the time. Sometimes I do. It's just, once in a while I'll do it. But, it's just I'm setting up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, dude. All right. I was just going over what's going on the Tuesday and Saturday morning.
Okay. Did you see the Discord message that I sent?
I did not, obviously.
I went to log into Zoom.
Yeah?
My son stole my webcam.
He stole it?
He yanked it off my computer and brought it to his room.
So what'd you have to do? Put it back on?
Well, I had to run up there and demand it back.
That's awesome. Or not. Oh my gosh. All right, so there you go. That explains it. There we go.
It's not awesome.
Oh, very cool.
Okay, let me get the stream set up here.
You're good. You're good. So we got Greyhawk Mike and Malden taking Anna's place tonight.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun one. I was telling everyone your campaign's only a few months younger than mine. You're in your 46 as well.
But I've said it before, you've had a heck of a lot more sessions than I have because I've had some dry spells.
You have, but it's still technically it's still active, yours. And plus you got the longest running website in existence. So and we'll be going to that. Oh, I gotta bring that up. That's what I gotta bring up.
I just finished uploading an update to one of the pages.
Oh, good.
Minor update.
That's okay. It's still an update, man. Let me.
Okay, I need to.
All right, 1 second here. So I just screwed something up. How you doing, Mike? You're not Gen Conning it this year, huh?
Me?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
When was the last time you went to Gen Con?
2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought your crew liked going to it.
We used to, like about 10 times.
Oh, so you've been there a lot then.
Then it outgrew us.
It outgrew everything.
Or maybe we outgrew it. I don't know.
Yeah, it outgrew a lot, man. It definitely outgrew a lot. So, alrighty. So I got that up here. Got that here. 96 months. That's 8 years. Awesome. Awesome. All right, we got Malden's Greyhawk page up. His 25th anniversary was 2023. So that his website's been up 26 years, man.
That is a long time.
It is. We're getting freaking old, dude. We are getting so freaking old, all of us.
Oh, man.
But that's okay.
Feeling it more and more.
Yeah. I'm feeling good, man. I'm down 15 pounds and.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm doing good. Keeping it rolling. A lot better than I did than last year. So, all right. Thanks, Raz. That'll pop us. Boom. Hyped it up. So let's discuss what are we talking about with orgs tonight? Organizations. As Mike said, oh yeah, Queege. I'm like, not orgs or orgs or whatever. Organizations. Yes.
Organizations.
Yes, organizations. They could be almost anything, right?
I think it could be a variety of. I kind of have a semi list here of different classes of organizations.
Great. That's awesome.
Let's hear that first.
Yeah, let's hear what you got.
Well, you've got organizations that PCs can belong to,
Right.
organizations that are ally organizations, organizations that are enemy organizations.
Yep.
Between that, that's so we got one classification. So that's kind of like evil, neutral, and good.
Mhm.
If we go law, chaos, and neutrality, then we've got things like on one side, citywide, like guilds be considered an organization, right? Churches, priesthoods, things like Scarlet Brotherhood and the Seekers, things like that.
And the silent ones.
Silent ones.
Knighthoods.
Government organizations, non-government NGOs and GOs.
All the knighthoods that exist.
And then small personal organizations down to the party level, right?
Cool. Yeah, adventuring groups especially, right? Adventuring groups count too. They're organizations.
So I think, there's a kind of a variety of ways you can classify different types of organizations.
Excellent. And we will bounce around between ones we like that are existing in published source and maybe share some of our own.
Things like guilds.
Guilds.
Guild, Beggars Guild, Wizards Guild.
Yeah. Assassins Guilds. Bounty Hunters Guild for me. A lot of others. Bandit groups.
Yep. Yeah.
So lots and lots of fun things we can discuss tonight. Would you consider the Dark Eight as an organization? So you're talking about, what are we talking about when it comes to the Dark Eight? I mean, I know the Citadel of Eight and the Circle of Eight.
Okay, I got this one.
Go for it, Mike.
So the Dark Eight is referring to, this is a Planescape thing. This is 8
The
Pit Fiends, I believe. Yeah. That for like this, whatever you want to call it, a conspiracy of Pit Fiends. The Illuminati of Pit Fiends. So, are they an organization? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they associated with Greyhawk? I don't know.
Right, because it's
some of them might have
Yeah.
designs on any particular prime world. Sure.
I mean, I guess they qualify. Hey, interdimensional organization.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I never heard of them before.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Well, you do some Planescape and you do some
I do
Spelljammer.
Planescape. Yeah, I do Planescape.
Yeah, so. I don't. I'm boring. I mean, I go to the ethereal plane here and there, but I just don't do Planescape or Spelljammer. But it's okay. It's all good. That's part of the fun of this.
It's not for everybody.
It's not. But the good thing about this is that you're going to get another perspective because, Dennis comes from a little different skew on Greyhawk than me and Mike, which is good. He does a lot more. He's a lot into Spelljammer. So you're going to see a lot of Spelljammers. Well, maybe not in this discussion, but he's got a lot of great Spelljammer things.
I'd like to hear some Spelljammer organizations. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. That and some of them bounce around and there's points in Greyhawk where Spelljammer ships can dock. Correct?
Oh yeah, there are multiple Spelljammer active locations, but one of the connections that I've made to my campaign, which is not canon, but there's a group, obviously there's the Seekers in the world of Greyhawk, with some, I forget how far back they go. They go back a couple of hundred years, I think, in their history. There's a Spelljammer organization called the Seekers as well. That's way older.
Are they just the Seekers, period?
The Seekers.
Because the other Seekers, the Paizo Seekers, are the Seekers of the Arcane.
Yeah, Seekers of the Arcane. Yeah.
Full title.
Yeah.
Right.
Continue.
But so the Spelljammer Seekers are their people whose quest is knowledge and the hunt for knowledge, not just arcane, but any. And they're the ones that host the major libraries in large, important Spelljammer locations.
Yeah.
Well, then that sounds
in my
like
campaign, the Seekers from Greyhawk have loose connections to the Seekers of Spelljammer.
I like that. I like that. The
Loose.
origins of them.
Yeah.
Not many people know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're from me. Thanks, Old. I'm gonna make sure I note that down. So, they'll all complain, but that's okay. 2 regulars already. Yay! Thank you. Yeah. So, I love the Seekers so much so that I actually have a Seeker Tower now in Altamira, which is kind of fused in with the Black Tower, which only the Shadow Mages can see, because I guess that's actually on the plane of Shadow. So everyone else sees the Seeker Tower there and has forgotten that there was a Black Tower there, except for anyone who's a Shadow Mage. They see the Black Tower there. So it's like in the same interdimensional space, but one's on the plane of Shadow and one is in on the Prime material. Yeah, me being tricky there, So, but Gemma Winchester belongs to the Seekers. Mitchell Sharp belongs to the Seekers. In that newer group, in Armed and Dangerous, and there's a couple other people. The Seekers and the Silent Ones don't get along. The big tower in Keelan, that's a Silent One tower, right? Not a Seeker tower.
Yeah.
Right. That's the tower of the Silent Ones.
Well, the big difference
have
between
lodges.
Seekers have lodges.
Yeah, the Greyhawk Seekers have lodges. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I think the big difference between the Silent Ones and the Seekers, and I don't know, is Gary lurking out there?
He's not on yet. No, it's okay. But we'll go. Yeah.
But I think the big difference between the two is the Seekers, both Spelljammer and Greyhawk Seekers, the Seekers are
Silent Ones.
they're collecting information for the greater purpose, for everybody, right? The Silent Ones are about keeping it to themselves. They seek knowledge as well, but it's official. All me.
We'll tell you when it's a homebrew and when it's official. These are official. Yeah. Yeah. But the Silent Ones, if you play Battletech, are like Comstar. We're gonna hide technology from everyone because they're too stupid to use it. The Silent Ones are like that's funny. The Silent Ones are the same way. Everyone else is too dumb to use magic, so we got to hide it from them. It's dangerous.
I can agree with the Silent Ones.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't allow my player characters to be Silent Ones, but I allow it. Thank you for the hype train, everyone. Yeah. If we can't use it, no one can. Exactly. I love Seekers. And that doesn't mean Seekers are all good. All right. So like Kellic, who appears in the Age of Worms and also Expedition Runes of Greyhawk, the Dragon Chess Champion. I only reach these chess champions because he cheats. He's not, and he's got a tower in Greyhawk City. He ain't a good guy. He's like cat neutral of evil tendencies, right? He's Cherry, all your writing is in Chinese. You know that, right?
Yes, it is. I see that.
Yeah. Gianna, it's all in Chinese script. I don't know what you're saying. So, yeah. Brett's Kermit, yeah. So there's no way to know if the Silent Ones have infiltrated the Seekers or even if they built the Seekers. Well, BB, that's a good question, and leave that up to you when you're adventuring. That's possible that the Silent Ones actually created the Seekers. Hey, Epic, good to see you, man. You never know if that's the case.
How old are the Silent Ones?
I think they go back till from the founding of Keeland.
Oh, okay.
I really think they go back.
Then they're gonna be older than the Seekers.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But not as old as the Seekers. The Spelljammers.
Yes, the Spelljammers. Yes, because it's not too confusing yet. So
no, not yet. Yeah. We're gonna make sure that it gets more confusing. Don't worry.
Oh, it's Korean. Okay, it's not Chinese. It's Korean. Nice.
Cool. Korean.
Very cool. So
it's all Greek to me.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's Silent Tower there. And then if you've ever seen in Altamira, I have the Seeker Tower, which is the big tower I got at Page, or the Black Tower there. They're both in the same place. So they've been there a couple times during the adventuring, especially they just went on a Seeker adventure just recently. And Gemma went and yep. So she's a member of the Seekers. Alrighty, so that's 2 off the bat there. We got out.
The silent ones are in Living Greg Journal number 4.
Yes.
The Seekers are in
the
a
LGG.
Dragon magazine. I don't know. They are in the LGG, yes, but there is an article somewhere out there about them.
Here, so Seekers are in here. Let me go here. Let me do this real quick, and we'll go to. I have them all here.
There's the man.
There he is, Gary. We're already talking Seekers and silent ones right off the bat.
Getting Gary stuff out of the way.
Yeah, getting the Gary stuff out of the way already. Here we go. This is Living Greyhawk Journal 4. Let's see who wrote this article. The Silent Society by Pluffett Smedger himself, who's in chat, Gary Julian, page 10. He created both of them, by the way. So,
I'd like to know what the inspiration was for silent ones, because that is something he wholly created as far as I know.
Gary, which one's older? And how old are they? I said silent ones are older than the Seekers, but I don't know by how much. So,
well, my guess is the silent ones are older because they're trying to keep the secrets of like Vecna and all this bad stuff that happened. Yeah, let's see, 1,000 years old.
Here's the history.
There you go.
1,000. All right. So that's I thought so.
Yeah, the Seekers come along later in the Great Kingdom, I think, and that's like a
like
there's that tower that was on the map. That's the tower.
Well,
yeah.
So there you go. Yep. And you're gonna have some personalities here. Yes. Eli Tomarest is the silent one, isn't he?
Right. The Seekers are big in the Duchy of Ernst, and they're there's like a whole
he's a Seeker.
backstory on that.
Oh, Seekers are okay. You did put some Seekers in here too. Eli Tomarest, Lashton of Greyhill, Tiberian Matreus, Baron Melwig of Dillwich. Okay, so you do. All right, thank you.
Eli Tomarest.
Yeah, he's a Seeker. I didn't realize he's not. Yeah, that makes sense.
You have to be pretty bad to get kicked out of the Seekers.
Well, he fits the bill.
Yeah,
he fits the bill. Yeah, that's a hot Deadpool lady. Yeah, the Vermilion Queen. Yeah.
Lady Pool.
Yeah, she is a Scarlet Brotherhood member, if I recall. The Vermilion Queen.
But operating in Keeling.
Yes, a secretive Sul noblewoman who's a mastermind of both politics and the assassin's art. Yeah, yeah, so she probably doesn't wear that when she is in real, when she has a real identity. Yeah. The Secrets have a very loose code. And I said, I've incorporated the Seekers into Altamira, and they have a tower, and they actually have adventuring party members that are actively doing quests for them. So
the Vermilion Queen is popular here.
Yes, it appears to be. She appears to be. So there you go. And we can go back to them, of course, and some other ones, good Gary ones. He wrote both during his, like I said, once again, the glory heyday. Gary's name is first on this book, even ahead of Eric Moniz. Yep.
You can thank the alphabet for that.
You can thank the freaking alphabet for that.
I'm changing my name to Acme.
Yes. That's so funny. But good start there. So here we go. I will bring up one. Then we'll round table it. How's that sound? We're going published source. Hour 2, we'll do some of our own. We'll go published source on this. I'm going to. I think I get an older shield for him. Adventuring group, highly ranked in Greyhawk City. This is I have never updated this. I have never updated theirs to a modern looking real shield yet. Here we go.
You like these guys.
The Fellowship of the Torch, right?
Yeah.
Great adventuring group, great organization, good aligned, which I loved in the Free Sea Grout box set, which makes it even better because they're centralized. They got some really great backstory written up about them.
Yeah.
They have some really cool points about like what their goals are, and I think that their main leader is one of the coolest characters that has been created, and that's the Ariane Nightstar. In fact, this is the glory days of first and second edition. She's dual class, so she's a mage and a fighter. So you get all the benefits of that. She's lawful good, but she secretly has a thing for Ouija, right? And she has the Torch of Anaxander, which is a minor artifact, and it's also a scalable weapon, which makes that cool. And then, like you said, they all have their quirks. Grimry Fisher, the gnome, he likes to joke around with people with his rubber chicken. Does he choke it? I don't know, maybe. So I knew that.
Well, unfortunately, poor Grimry
No,
died.
no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. That's only in Sargentism, not in my world. No. What purpose is it to kill a frickin' gnome off? It makes no purpose.
They were tired of his jokes.
They're tired of his jokes, so they let him get ripped apart by a demon. That makes total sense to me. Oh my gosh, yeah. So yeah, unfortunately, yeah, and from the ashes he gets killed.
Well, I think
there he is.
What Carl was thinking about was that you've got all the history, as the history of the world of Greyhawk moved through the various publishing worlds, or through the various times, like and publishing periods.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to survive. Nobody dies. Well, that's not really a realistic view of the world. People die. And so maybe he rolled the dice and Grimry came up and,
Maybe. I would have.
I'm going to go with that.
If the illusionist they've been killed, I would have been fine with it because she's boring, right? I just like no. So I undid that. So it has to be chaos for heroes to shine. Yeah, sure.
It's more of an emotional impact if you kill the character on likes.
Well, and because he was a beloved person, there is an emotional impact, and maybe the sergeant was going for that. He wanted somebody that was going to, his death was going to rally the troops, sort of thing, whatever, right? Like
people of this power.
Win one for the Gipper.
Yeah, people of this power in the campaign can get a hold of a piece of bone and resurrect him, a wish spell, a freaking rod of resurrection. They can, you know what I'm saying? That's where, if you don't think that this group's going to do everything they possibly can, sell stuff to get that, that's why I don't buy it. If he died, and they could have resurrected him. It doesn't say they failed a resurrection save. A rod of resurrection.
Say that.
Yeah, a rod of resurrection. Hey, Dennis, I got you on this one. A rod of resurrection. Guess what the percent of failure is?
What?
0.
Oh, is it?
Even on elves.
I don't know.
No fail.
I mentioned in one of our previous streams, we had a gnome named Cagna who died like 5 times until finally he failed this resurrect survival.
Okay. Cool. That happens.
It sucks being the front of the party checking all the traps.
Yeah, it does. But that's not what happened to him. He didn't die from a but we've had enough time on that.
That's how Cagna died. Traps.
I've had, let's see, gnomes tend to go horribly. I had a gnome get eaten by Temple of Elemental Evil, get eaten by a roper, critical hit for triple damage on the bite, chopped them right in half. I've seen that. Gnomes tend to go badly. So I don't know why that is.
I was going to mention that, Gary, when we get to it. We're going to do.
Yeah, we'll talk about our own coming up part 2, second round, second half of the second hour of some. I may go a little more obscure, but we'll see. Yeah. All right. Mike, what do you got? Organization.
Okay. No, I don't know about gnomes. So in the Secret box set, one of the organizations that I have a lot of fun using is the Cairn Hills Force.
The what?
Cairn Hills Force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Cairn Hills Force is a militia that was charged, obviously, with patrolling the Cairn Hills. Like in the south, you have the Group Marines, right? But in the north, you had Cairn Hills Force. And I always pictured them as these rough riders, right?
Yeah.
And it got to the point where one of the player characters then ended up earning the captaincy of the Cairn Hills Force. You know, it was a very prestigious organization I felt to be part of. And interestingly, as I was looking them up again today, I see that they have like 8 bases.
Yeah.
I mean, you imagine just riding around all over,
including one that gets wiped out by the Doom Grinder.
Yeah. I guess that would be a problem for them. Yeah.
I believe they're part of the Greyhawk militia, technically, correct?
Yeah, overall.
Yeah. So this is their heraldry by Anna. Yeah. Yeah. So that's a good one. That's a real good one. And
their leader's name was Tigran Gelner.
Gelner, yep.
And Gelner ends up he gets promoted to the captain of the City Watch. And then they replace him with another.
Because Sentinel Nora gets killed, correct?
Maybe not in your campaign. I don't know.
I think in From the Ashes, it's another one that gets killed off.
Yeah, there's a little bit of movement.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is not exact to where this thing runs through because it's not a straight line on this. But in that, Fort Lamont actually is down further. This Doom Grinder runs straight across. If you run the stupid adventure, it's going to run straight across and go through Fort Lamont, which is which is in between it and Greyhawk City. But those are the forts. So if you see a fort name out here, that is an area of where they are located. Here's Fort Gelner. There's Gelner. That's another one.
Yeah. There's another fort that's in Age of Worms. It's by the swamp.
Yes, Blackwall Keep.
Yeah, I think it's Blackwall Keep.
Blackwall Keep gets attacked during an Age of Worms adventure, which is really good. In fact, I ran it only about a year and a half ago. Separated it out, and they found all the crazy worms inside all the lizard men. It was disgusting, right? But that is Blackwall Keep is another location.
So, if you really apply yourself, I think this group can get a lot of play in your game because they're responsible for patrolling, say, the area around the Great Ruins and the area around the mining towns, like Diamond Lake and whatnot. Yep, and even that place in Treasures of Greyhawk, these ruined places, Roblar's.
Out here, and you're talking about Castle Martine and all that stuff out here.
I mean, there's a lot of ground they cover. Yep. And so if your players out there running around willy-nilly, you can always keep them in check with the Cairn Hills Force.
Yeah. Here's an addendum to that. Is the Mountaineer Militia part of that or separate?
Well, I don't know per se, but I always assumed that the Mountaineer Militia were maybe similar, but just worked in the Aberrals.
Right.
And they were more closer to safety. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the Griffin Riders outpost for that. And then the Mountaineer Militia has multiple locations which aren't on the map. But they use Karstein's Castle as a stop-off point.
I think they do have their own command structure.
Yep. And that's cool. So this, you got to give Sergeant credit. He has written up, and a lot of this stuff appears in either Free City Greyhawk box set, which he wrote with Rick Rose, and we know that Doug Niles said, "I didn't write the second book." So we got to assume that that Sergeant wrote the second book as well.
The great mystery.
And then and then From the Ashes, which has a lot of Greyhawk City stuff in it, Sergeant wrote. You got to give him a lot of credit for all the detail he's done. Good one. That's a real good one, Mike. All right, there, Dennis. Where are we going?
One that I've had a few characters become members of, and also one that I've used as reason for starting adventures, the Knights of Holy Shielding.
Okay.
And so here we've got sort of the major organization from the Shieldlands, except the Shieldlands have fallen. And
well,
depending on where you are in the timeline,
yeah.
And they're exiled, and their task is to try to get their lands back, win their lands back. And so I've done things. Well, I've had a couple of PCs that were Knights of Holy Shielding doing stuff, but one of the more recent things was I'm setting up City of Skulls. Actually, I've never run it yet, but I'm about to.
That's awesome.
Because my timeline is I'm still in the Greyhawk Wars in my campaign timeline.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I know.
No, that's cool though.
And so some of the leaders of the Knights of Holy Shielding have approached the PCs to go on this rescue mission to
I'm just gonna bring up the Walworth one. I can't actually find that one. It's just a shield. This is the Walworth version of it. Yeah, so this is the most divergent spot in the campaign if you get to From the Ashes, in my opinion, out of any spot in Greyhawk. Everyone has a different version of the Shieldlands. Mine is so different from Anna's. You know, and the Knights of Holy Shielding exist in my game. I actually have a knight class, so there's a Knight of Holy Shielding class.
Oh, okay.
Knight of the Heart class, Knight of the Chase class, which is the one that Creighton Broadhurst did, and Knight of Ulick. They're all they can all be classes as well. They're a hybrid of Paladin and Specialty Priest. But like the Knights of Holy Shielding are tough luck guys, right? Guys and gals. I also have that a lot of Knights of Holy Shielding are dumb fucks. Sorry for swearing, but all right, and they're lawful neutral and they're stupid because they got wiped out, and that faction is always going against the good faction. And I did a lot of my early streams with them, and the name the head of that group was named Randall White, Wyght, and he was a Knight of the Holy Shielding, and he
was undead.
no, Wyght.
Oh, why?
Why? Yeah, and then his sidekick Chet Bluegrass, and they got messed up. I did an entire thing. It's the first mega stream I ever did. So we're talking about 8 years ago. So here's Crit Wall, the Shield Reclaimed. If anyone, this is an area. All these people are priests of Avernus.
That's where Grimry died.
What's that? What?
That's where Grimry died.
Grimry died. Grimry Fisher. No, he didn't die in Crit Wall. He died.
That wasn't the Battle of Crit Wall Bridge.
No. Shendel. Defensive Shendel.
You might be right.
I'm right.
Might be right. Never mind.
Shield Reclaim is the Bastion of Faith book, which is in. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So OJ.
Yeah. So in my campaign, it hasn't it hasn't been too long since the Shieldlands fell, because we're right in the middle. We're right in the middle of the Greyhawk Wars right now. And so, they're going to go on a mission to the City of Skulls. The City of Skulls is a pretty cool adventure.
It is. It absolutely is. And what's cool about that is that you're going to try and rescue Homer in that.
Yeah.
Which is neat.
Yes.
So, Draxter, thank you. So, when are you planning on running that?
Well, Rick and I are on brief hiatus now because his work schedule and my work schedule aren't meshing right now. So I don't know, but it's literally ready to be the next adventure that we run. Once we're playing again, it's front and center. So they've actually taken the first few steps and they began it.
So you're gonna have neutral characters going on that, like you're supposed to, or which I don't know if I agree with that.
That party is a mix of neutral and good.
Okay.
One of them is a female fighter who is a Knight of Holy Shielding. That's one of the characters.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
So,
Right.
yeah.
I am going to attempt to find something in preparation for mine here, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Give me 1 second here. So all right. So we're gonna go next. No, we're gonna go next to Hardby. So
I've not done much with Hardby.
No, okay.
No, just it's the way it's worked out. I don't have anything against Hardby.
Hardby is cool. Hardby is cool. Hardby has two references: Paul Luby's Hardby, which is in the back of a dungeon, and also Earth Journal 10. I've merged them together. So the organization that, and a lot of you will like this. What's up, Rob? The organization that runs. Whoops, I had a wrong button. Boing. All right, this is Brian Blomkatz's Hardby Shield. That is the Throne of Wood. Okay, the organization is called the Throne of Wood. It is all that is womanhood, supposedly in the Flannis. All right, you must be, of course, a female to join. There is certain families, the Longlands, the Norbaloses, the Havilands, all these different, there's like 5 Haviloses, there's like 5 different families of main characters going through. You need, in order to get into the Throne of Wood, you need to be petitioned by another member of the Throne of Wood. And so we have some characters in the Throne of Wood, and then it's a political organization, right? It's kind of like what Parliament is to the king in the UK, right? But not with a lot of more influence or lawmaking. They are like all those that are of high status in Hardby can join the Throne of Wood. It's a really cool organization. It's written up very well. I like it. And Hardby is really a little poor sister to Greyhawk. A lot more rough stuff going on. In fact, you remember I almost burned the entire wharf down one adventure with the wars that are going on. I burned alive everyone in the Temple of Zilchus.
What?
Yes.
Dang.
Yes. Because the most hated player character / NPC in my campaign, Michael Baton, went to war against Alita Norbalos, who's published source, right? She's in line to be the next despotics of Hardby. She also is secretly allied with the Slavers. Right?
Oh.
She's evil. She's a judge. Yes, she is not to be trifled with. And he went to war with her over something he did, and it went bad quick. Here's a picture of Alita. There she is, and that's from the Slavers book. Of course, it's another Reynolds, Wayne Reynolds image, one of my favorites. Yep.
Did the Temple of Zilchus send her a bell or him a bell?
A bell?
A bill, Mike Baton, for burning it down.
Well, he was a priest too, but like she said, okay, you want to play games? I'm not messing around. Yeah, she boarded it all up and lit it alight. Yeah. One got away. One, those were the days, man, a live stream. We were burn all the ships in the harbor were burning. It was great. It was great drama back then. And eventually Michael Baton, everyone knows where I think of the biggest shithole in Greyhawk is. Divers, right? So she hired a bunch of divers assassins from their Assassin's Guild because they're nasty. They're way nastier than Greyhawkers. They came down and in public at a bar, they decapitated them during a live stream. It was awesome. And then they took his head back to divers because that's originally where he was from, and they put his head on a pike.
Yeah.
And now he's still around. He's a revenant on a ghost ship in the Woolly Bay. Can never get rid of Michael Baton. Yes.
Nobody used the Rod of Resurrection on him?
He used to charge for healing in the adventuring groups.
Nice.
He would say that cure light wounds is 100 gold. No lie. My buddy Marco played him. Yes. Yeah, so he charged for healing. So he had no friends. Yep. I'm literally most hated character in the campaign. So there you go. And that's all the Throne of Wood. I love Hardby. I'm sticking with all the special adventure group style to keep all the stories flowing. I don't want to have a separate. There's no need at this current time to go back there, but down one day, you know. I have Shieldlands, Hardby, Greyhawk, not divers, Narwhal, Vespi, other areas we adventure, and Promarsh, other areas we adventure in. So
Verbabank? Did I have anything in Verbabank?
no Verbabank, no.
No.
Verbabank is like one of those towns. I'm like, do I want to do something there? Nah. When I see this mess, I did it again. Wrong button. My God. What's wrong for charging for services, Chris? You go on an adventure and say I'm charging you for healing, and then the fighter goes, okay, I'm charging to defend your ass. When 6 things surround you, you know what I mean? So yes, it starts an issue. Yeah.
But Verbabank is the largest city close to Hamlet and
Yeah.
the Temple of Elemental Evil. So you'd think it would be a hub, but
You would think, but most people I know, once they get down Temple, they move on from the area.
yeah.
Yeah.
Until the temple rises again.
The temple always rises, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
It always rises. Elemental Evil never. I've done Elemental Evil Resurgence multiple times as adventures. Yeah. So there you go. So there's Hardby, the Throne of Wood. And you have to be a female character to get in.
Is it Driftwood?
What's that? Is
It's an Osnabrald figure into Vecna Lives, I think.
Oh, there's a Vecna term, right? Yeah. So we'll take their blue pills. We're tired of fighting them. Yeah, stop, right? Exactly. All right, because McLeod's running Hamlet right now on Spuckles Mandy's channel.
Okay.
On Monday nights. Yep. Yeah. But they kind of going off the rails, aren't they, a little bit? Kind of sandboxing you to death, I saw the other night. So, all right, Mike, you're up.
I was almost wanting to hear more about McLeod's campaign.
Control. Yeah, a herd of cats. You know how you herd cats? Someone wanders off and that cemetery's there. Oh, something rose. That's what you have to do. Yeah.
There's a great TV commercial about 20 years ago of cowboys on horseback herding cats.
Right. Yeah.
It was a Super Bowl commercial. It's awesome. So look it up on YouTube, you guys out there. Herding cats on YouTube, Super Bowl commercial. It's a pretty funny, and they did it without AI back then.
Yeah. Yeah. Have an agent attack one of those, and I won't say who because any of them are watching, but having an agent attack one. Yeah. Get one of those temple agents that are all over the place. Oh yeah, you're by yourself? They'll stop real quick. What do you got, Mike?
Marklands is a good source for organizations.
Yes, absolutely.
Back
up to the Shieldlands of Furundi. Yep.
Well, I was actually looking more in the Nyland region. I've been tinkering around a lot in that area.
Robin Volmoka will be happy.
Yeah. Of interest to me is the Valorous League of Blindness.
Yes.
Which is the Fulton sect in that area.
That's awesome.
And while I don't really know a whole lot about them, the one thing that I do know about the Valorous League that sticks in my brain is that they want northern Nyrond, like Mid-Meadow in that area, to secede from Nyrond and join the Yakshid Pale. And I think that's
cool, Rob.
That's so interesting because a lot of what goes on with the Greyhawk Wars is just straight up conquering and all this stuff. And this is more of a movement that could be bloodless, and change. If you allowed the Valorous League to get their way. That would like double the size of the actual pale. I don't know, 1.5 times. It's pretty big. But they are, if I remember right, they're like a lawful neutral sect.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Whereas
absolutely.
This is how I compartmentalize it. They're the lawful neutral ones, Theocracy's the lawful good ones, and Dimmer is the lawful evil ones. In the Bandit Kingdoms. So they can be a helpful organization to use Denis's classifications. They're not necessarily your enemies. They could maybe be a foil for your group, I suppose, or but I really don't see the player characters working to help the Valorous League like take over part of Niron for the Theocracy. But they're not as bad as the Bang Kingdoms or Fayus, right?
Right. So they are, once again, it's another step from Sergeant's, from the Ashes change of, because in the original, if you know this, the original 2 deities were LG and then in parentheses LN. Foltest and who there, Mountain? Who was the other one? First, lawful good with lawful neutral tendencies. There's 2 of them.
Oh, yeah. Erroneous.
Nope.
No.
St. Cuthbert. Right?
Oh, yeah.
St. Cuthbert and Foltest were very neutrally based because they're rigid in their doctrines, right?
Right.
So he took it one step further, and these are religious zealots. Now, the funny thing here is, before I ever read, because I didn't care about Niron. It's on the right side of the map, so I don't give a shit, right? All right.
Scenario that I've not done anything with either,
right.
really. Yeah.
I have them, and it's not that group, but I have them overtaking places in the open Shieldlands.
Oh.
Like here, they renamed
your own patch.
They renamed East Fork, and now they have Radiant Fork. So they renamed it. They also own half of Holmer's Hold up here. So there's so much open land because everyone's dead after the wars. They're just, hey, we can take over, and we don't care. They're not afraid of Iusians. That's one thing. Hey, what's up, Chuck? I know you didn't go to Gen Con, so good to see you. They are fearless people. Very, very. They don't break because they have their doctrine to go with, So very cool. That's a good one. That's a real good one, Mike. So, oh wow, Warlock of the Dragon. See you.
Hey.
Thank you very much for the raid, man. Really appreciate it. Hang out. We got to. Oh, I forgot to describe the giveaways. We're gonna do some UKs tonight. You're gonna get UK 5, Eye of the Serpent, and UK 7, Dark Clouds Gather. All right. If you have those, we'll get you something else. Good to see you. Thank you so very much for the raid in. Stick around, hang out. Exclamation point join to get in. Thank you so very much.
So Kefren was asking, why are the maps in Marklands 20 miles per hex? And
smaller scale.
Yeah, and I like 20 miles per hex. Also, the maps from I Use the Evil are 20 miles per hex.
Miles. Yeah, they're smaller areas. They're blown up.
I like the scale. You can get more towns and roads and stuff in there at that scale.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me see. Let's see.
I've tried to replicate this scale on my own homemade maps, and it's hard. It's hard going from 30 miles to 20. Freehanding it.
Yeah, Warlock of the Dragon. Please, everyone, give him a follow at Warlock of the Dragon all underscores. Please check him out. So 20-mile work. It just doesn't work on the Darlene map. It's too big. You wouldn't be able to see him. 30 made sense. 10 leagues, right? 30 miles. But the smaller 20 works way better. Blow it up. And what the heck?
The finer grained your scale is, then the more detail you can have, but the bigger.
Like my ideal map would be to take the maps from Marklands and I Use the Evil, and then expand that to the Great Kingdom and Keeland. That would be a huge, probably wallpaper your room
But
with
it would be
those
cool, though.
maps.
It'd be cool. You could fit a lot more into them. And
Yeah.
that's the good thing about Anna's maps. You don't have to worry about the hexes on them, so.
Well, you could put a 20-mile hex onto Anna's map.
You could, absolutely. But like, as you can see, I don't have any hexes on mine.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you're right in that you don't really need it on hers. And the reason why is because the 30-mile hex on the Darlene map creates the detail. That is the detail.
Yeah.
On Anna's map, she's got the rivers, the roads, the towns, like the detail is.
Oh, yeah, because everything's filled in. Yeah, you're right.
Yes,
yeah.
It's all filled in. It's not.
Good point.
A whole big area of light blue or light green.
Yeah.
I will point out, though, that Anna's maps have road markers.
Yeah, every 10 and 15 miles.
Yeah.
10 and a bigger one at 50. Yep. All 13 gigabytes of it. That's insane, McLeod, man. 13 gigabytes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just wait till the porta potty scale comes out.
Oh, God.
I wish they could have made it a multiple of the Darlene map. I guess they couldn't figure out how. No.
That's big for a map, a role-playing game map, but for a video game, that's small.
Yeah, sure.
For video games. Yeah.
One more group here. Let's just talk about them because they're right here in the book. The Sagages Society. So it's a group of sages, scholars, and a few mages with Niron, which is known to be strongly opposed to the Valorious League of Blindness. Most of them have known each other well as colleagues for some time. So they use crystal balls and similar magic. It's increasingly necessary since the male riders of Niron have ceased their operations. I didn't know that there was a Pony Express in Niron at some point. Interesting.
What little I remember from them is when the Great Wars took off, some sages got out. They're like, oh no, we're going to lose all our, lore, right? The libraries are going to burn. But the Sagacious Society stuck around. They were, preserve Niron at all costs, kind of a thing. So I can see why they oppose the Valorous League, because they are kind of a pro-king, nationalistic type group, even for learned people. Let's see why is Markman's 585?
Post-wars. 590, 580. What's the post-war? 584?
585?
Yeah,
584, 585, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still a second edition publication, which makes it great. All right, there, Malden, you're up.
Well, I think very popular use in a lot of campaigns are guilds, right?
Oh yeah.
So in the city of Greyhawk, for example, we mentioned the Assassin's Guild, obviously, is an interesting one. But the Thieves Guild is not just one of the most important organizations that are literally running the city of Greyhawk to some extent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. The mayor is big cheese in the Thieves Guild, right? But Thieves Guilds are also very useful, both as foils for players if you're out in somebody else's town, but also a lot of PCs are members of. A lot of PCs are going to be members of the Thieves Guild, right?
Yep.
So it's on both sides of that on that scale. There can be an ally organization, it can be your organization, or it can be an enemy organization, depending on the nature of your party, the nature of your campaign.
Yeah, this is the best organized Thieves Guild. And all of Grey.
There's more detail. The City of Greyhawk Thieves Guild's got more detail than any other guild ever published, I think, for the world of Greyhawk.
Yeah. And it also has quartermasters, personalities. Tells a little bit about what happened in the Gord books, and that is where my weirdness with Sergeant goes. how he knew. He had to have known what was going to happen in those, or maybe it was at the same time, because he's the only place Arental is ever mentioned in published source outside of the Gordon novels is in this book, is in the Free City Greyhawk box set. One line, he talks about Arental warring with the Beggars Guild, with Gaspar.
Yeah.
And that doesn't, it appears nowhere else. So, in here, and you never know really. I know that Sam decided what happened to him in that, or it was discussed, but,
well, I mean, Sargent definitely read the Gord books. I mean,
yeah, but, normally they don't like, mention, that kind of stuff with that crossover. So also here, you also have a couple of them are wanting to overthrow the Thieves Guild. It's a great scenario for you to just run with it. And I did it. I called it the Thieves Guild Wars of Greyhawk City. The group, the Grey Company in Greyhawk City, went through the entire thing on the side, of course, of the existing guild. Well, not of course.
To answer Scottish Jeff there,
Yep.
That could be a legitimate rule in your campaign, that when a thief comes into a new city, he checks in with the guild. I've not really done that in my campaign, but that's certainly a legitimate way to go.
100%. They don't want any. Tim calls them non-backed entrepreneurs.
There you go.
Right, the thieves that aren't in a guild when they come into the city. Well, guess what? In Altamira, if Darius the Deposed finds out and you're a human or elf, and you're doing any thieving, he's going after you, right? If Spunk finds out there's a halfling, they're going, right. So it's going to happen. It happens, I'm assuming, in Greyhawk City too. You better pay your dues.
The only exception I can think to that is if the PC thief sticks to the foreign quarter, because as I understand it, like in the writing, you can't like own land unless you're a citizen.
7 years.
But you got the foreign quarter where a lot of the visitors come from, and so I know the thieves are very particular about who, even within the guild, who operates in what parts of the city.
Right. Yes, they do.
But I don't know if that's policed. Yeah, I don't know if that's policed in the foreign quarter though.
So you're saying that the foreign quarter can be a free for all?
Free for all. I'm just saying that would be not.
You also have though, Mike, the People's Constables, which is another organization, annoying people in the foreign quarter with all these. Here, this is if you want to have fun. Sorry for going out of order here, but we should look at all these guilds. These are, by the way, if you want guild activity, go through. There are so many. You go, oh my god, I forgot about that guild. I forgot about that guild. This is the book.
Oh yeah, no, it's guild. It's filled with guilds.
Guilds of barbers and dentists.
So then, to answer Kefren's question,
yes,
is this a good model for creating your own thieves?
Oh, really?
Hell yes,
absolutely.
All the guilds.
It's the best. In my opinion, I don't care about how the map. Dennis fixed the map, so use Dennis's map, right? For the city, it is the best. It's the #1 publication of Greyhawk ever made all time.
I think so.
Thanks. There, two people.
Now, am I saying these guilds are real world accurate? No, they are D&D fantasy accurate, and I think they're a great shorthand.
Yeah.
So you want to be an annoyance to your characters at Greyhawk in the foreign quarter, use the People's Constables. They're low-level thieves. There's about 200 of them, and they will fine people for some of the following fines: eating carrot fruit on a star day when there's a Y in the month in public. So that's a fine. Fondling a duck or related waterfowl on the processional, carrying it but zagging for fondling in the wording of the law. Helping a halfling cross the word. This can be construed as occurring whenever one merely accompanies such a halfling. There you go. You get the idea. Conspiring to belch in the direction of a scribe, sage, or other learned gentleman in a public place.
Your Honor, I was helping a gnome across.
Yes. You get it? These guys will fine you to death, especially if you're boisterous or being D-bag in the city. They'll be like, "Hey, you were fondling that duck right there."
Yeah. So I know Jay's very fond of movie references.
Oh, of course.
But this is a deep dive here. Is anyone familiar with the movie Popeye with Robin Williams?
Yes.
Yeah.
When he first gets into town, there's the guy on the bicycle taxing him for every little crazy thing.
Right.
That's what I think of the People's Constables.
Yeah.
They're waiting for you, and they will tax you for every little thing.
No, I did a variant of that where, now, if you know from Expedition Ruins of Greyhawk and a lot of other things going on, IUZians have infiltrated Greyhawk City at that point, especially with the Abel Carter coaching company. Well, I had it that they had infiltrated the People's Constables too. And all these IUZians, they couldn't help themselves. They went too far. They were starting to beat up people and stuff. And so that went too far instead of just fining. And they had to, because, evil can't stop themselves.
Well, Ius is the god of pain, so they gotta dish it out sometimes.
So, one more, Dennis, while we're here. The best organization of all in Greyhawk's the Night Watchmen. It's a great organization. The Night Watchmen are, and I know Curtis, I asked Curtis this before. Anyone know what the police specials of San Francisco are? Private security, private police you could hire. That's what the Night Watchmen are. They are usually for the High Quarter, the Garden Quarter. They also work with the Lamplighters Guild. And the Night Watchmen are people, and they're all over the place. And they're half elves or gnomes, believe it or not, because they can have information, they can hide, they have thieving abilities, bounty hunter abilities, whatever. And they go out and they are private security for rich people in the town. And they have a whole level of dark man. That's what they're called, the special guys. Walt has
the PC is looking for employment.
Yes, Walt has the second in command of here, named after a former, I said this before, a former senator from New York State. His name is Alphonse D'Amato. He's a Clark bounty hunter. Yep, there you go. I love them. It's a great group. And Garvin Ambus is the leader of the Night Watch. So, yep. All right. Oh, you did? You did. San Francisco. Yeah, that's interesting. All right, Dennis, you're up.
Oh,
you did Thieves. You did Thieves. Mike, you're up.
Thieves
Mike, you're up. Because I just did the People's Constables and Night Watchmen.
Yeah. So I completely stayed away from Ib the Undying, even though I know there's probably 1,000 organizations in that thing. Which is impressive. Once again, Carl Sargent can put out the content. I did, going through the Marklands again, I did find another thing that I had forgot about. You know how IU's has the Bone Heart and the Bone Shadow?
And the Bone Claw.
Or is it Bone Claw?
There's
Bone Shadow,
both.
Bone Claw?
There's both.
Okay. No, I was confused myself. So in Marklands is the Shadow Claw.
Shadow Claw, that's it. Yes. The
Shadow Claw. Apparates out of Friandi.
Got him right here.
Yeah.
Yep, here we go.
And
Shadow Claw. Bone Shadow and Shadow Claw.
And I don't think they're as popular as the other stuff, obviously. But it is interesting, I use this in the City of Greyhawk. I use this in Friandi. It's in the north. It's almost as bad as the Scarlet Brotherhood, isn't it? With all the agents.
So these guys are spies. So the Shadow Claw I see is not adventuring class guys. A lot more than the than Omni and the Geek and all the Glean and all the other ones, right? So look, this one here, he's he's actually a thief, but he shows himself as a merchant. So
they're spies and they are saboteurs.
Yeah, saboteurs of public works and things like that. Yep, absolutely. Now, that's a good one. Here's some Shadow Claw themes too. So you want to get an idea. Agents from within the gnarly forest using flying magic to travel swiftly across Gold County, spreading disease and blight among crops.
So I can completely see the Knights of Ulick running into these guys.
Oh, they have. And that leads to that. And I love all this. Once again, Sargent has done wonderful work with the detail here of all these organizations, the Lesser Boneheart, the Greater Boneheart, the Shadow Claw and the oh my god, what's the one Omnis belongs to? My brain just shut off.
Bone Shadow.
Bone Shadow. Yes, they're individuals. Lots and lots. Now there's another group which we have a heraldry piece for IUs. I had it part of this, and that is the Black Death Squads. Oh, you don't know about the Black Death Squads, huh?
The Legion of Black Death?
Legion of Black Death, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, the Legion of Black Death. They are groups usually led by a priest of IUs at least 9th level. A lot of Orogs, which are level seeking, a mage or two, and a lot of assassins. And they go out on specific missions. So when you're talking about further south, and I'm talking Selene, Ulick, right? So, areas of the Wild Coast, Greyhawk City, you're going to run across these guys out of the territory, right? These are the guys that are going to. They need something. They need this orb you're looking for.
They're elite.
They're elite. Yes, and they're deadly. Absolutely. This is what Knights of Ulick fight all the time in my campaign. Or these Black Death Squads.
As I recall from some of my 2E campaigns, the leader of the Legion of Black Death is like, he's not in the Boneheart, but because the Boneheart's all clerics and wizards, go figure.
Right. He is
he's badass.
He's also a Cambion, isn't he?
Yeah. He's like
Sindel,
yeah. If I recall, he's a guy like everyone fears.
Absolutely. Yeah. He's what a first, second edition Cambion Alu Demon is, right? Badass. Yes. So is that design in the skull of a dead? I don't know. That's a good question. Anna created this. Anna did it all up and enhanced it. So yeah, the Black Death Squads. If you see a Black Death Squad in your game, you're in for trouble. And we're getting some characters that are of that level now, 9th, 10th level, where they're going to be fighting. They're going to be fighting some badasses. Yeah. So I love everything that he had done. Now I used out, right? We're all used out. I'm Vecna'd out. So I haven't done it a lot. I've done my groups in mine a little bit more. But yes, so good one, great one. Shadow Claw is cool. Bone Shadow, I'm Omni'd out too. Omni has existed since day one. My gosh. But I'm Zeeched out, even though I used them. There's certain ones I've had.
That whole Bone Shadow section to me, it's just like, oh, here's some characters from the novels that I'm now
that are evil, and they're gonna
incorporating into it. And I never used them.
Yeah. Well, good for you that you didn't. I'm glad you didn't. But like I said, as far as books, Priest of the Graf box set is 1. Okay. Eyes the Evil and Mark Lance are 1A or 2A 2B. As far as best publications ever, you got to get them in tandem. We got to have one without the other. Just in my opinion. All right. And then third, Slaver's Reference. Sean Reynolds. They're my tops. All right. I just almost fell out of my chair. Good one, Mike.
That's fun. I pulled it out of the shelf.
There you go.
Hey. Speaking of slave lords, Jay, just a heads up here. You are now 3 comics behind.
Yes, so we will do them tonight. So we may go a little late tonight with that. So we're going to do 3 of them. 3 comics, because you weren't on last week. Yeah, we missed the week before because I was all brain dead.
Yep.
So, cool. Yep, absolutely. All right, Dennis, you're up.
I was looking in my bookshelf for some stuff here, but
next round after this, we're going to do some of our own. Yep.
We recently had a basement flood, so my other bookshelf is completely discombobulated. I can't. But one of the organizations that in the early years of Greyhawk Publishing, I think people had high hopes for, and they kind of got pushed aside in the Sargent years and never really materialized in anything, was the Scarlet Brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
So the Scarlet Brotherhood, I've used them as kind of marginal when I need spies to cause a little bit of trouble, but I've never really been able to successfully use them in any Uber plan for some reason. So I don't know if they're well known, everybody hears about them, talks about them. How much do they get used? I don't know if I want to call them a favorite or not, but they're out there and should be mentioned in that sense.
So,
and Sean tried to revamp it. Sean Reynolds tried to.
Yes, book's good.
The book is good, but it didn't really change anything.
You don't need it, actually. You don't so you need the Slaver's book. The Slaver's book is a must-have because of all the stuff going on. This is okay, here's the whole organization of the Scarlet Brotherhood. And if you hate the Scarlet Brotherhood as much as Mike and I do, you don't need the book.
See, I don't hate them, but I've just never really used them other than having an annoying spy every once in a while, right?
Which is what there should be. They shouldn't be, we snapped our fingers and take over all the Sea Princes in one night. You know, that was crazy and dumb.
Yeah, see, that doesn't happen in my camp.
It doesn't happen in all. See, look, all three of us have that in common. All three of us have that in common. It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Yep. But the Scarlet Brotherhood ceased to exist after Fate of Istis?
Well, when all the monks disappear from the world, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But the Scarlet Brotherhood doesn't have to be all monks, right?
No. I have the Scarlet Brotherhood as poking and take. You know, I don't have them taking over ID. Screw all that shit. You know. Thank you for the follow. I would prefer them to be what they were originally. I love them in what's the second book? Artifact of Evil?
Yeah.
And so we had this. We actually, Strandkeep Castle is where it takes place, right here. I actually had Knights of Ulick fight the Scarlet Brotherhood, thwarting them off this base as they tried taking it over. Kind of like what happened in Artifact of Evil. Guess who lost? Yeah, Scarlet Brotherhood. So, hey, I'm hot and cold. I'm yes. Hey, it's good. Thank you. It's all good. So, good one, Mike. Good one. For your purposes, what is Scarlet Brotherhood's end game? Rob, I don't know or care. How's that sound? Dice Legends. It is to continue with their experiments down in the and try and create perfect humans. I think. Hey, Vadim, good to see you, man.
I can answer the end game thing.
Yeah, go for it.
What I felt they should have been, what they were set up
good
for,
to see you, man.
Is actually more what happened to the Sea Princes. The Sea Princes was just too rash and
right.
You know, I understand they would be doing it. During the Greyhawk Wars, the Scarlet Brotherhood should have been in every country. There should have been a red-robed advisor to every king from Belvor on up to Ayus. They should have just had some guy pushing like, oh, attack this guy, ally with this guy. They should have just been manipulators for the whole thing, not a participant.
Right.
That's all.
Influence. It took on a life of its own, which can happen. Let's be honest. A lot of stuff in Greyhawk, I'm not saying this is bad, has taken on lives of their own, right? Egwolf and Ayus have taken on a life of its own. Vecna has gone crazy, taking on a life of its own. Some things get too big. Hey Baker, what's up? It's okay. It's okay. But if you read this book, you'll get an idea about how evil the Scarlet Brotherhood is, and all the stuff they're doing on experimenting down in the Hepmona land,
right.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I was going to say, for me, it's well written, but in practicality, I have used the stuff on Hepmona land and Amedio more than the Scarlet Brotherhood itself.
Okay.
You know, as a jungle source book, right?
Cool. Yeah.
So that maybe it just doesn't inspire me.
Yeah.
Kefaren, I'm going to say this, and I think you're doing yourself a disservice for not pushing into the war part. But there's no point. You use only what you want. I've told about all the people out that are not dead, all the things that didn't happen, and my game is healthy for it. You know, it's okay. Remember, Gary always said make Greyhawk your own, so you're going to do that. You're going to make Greyhawk your own. All right, Mike, we're going to skip me for this.
Also, maybe just one last thing
Yeah,
about the Brotherhood is
please.
maybe the aspect of what's their purpose, what's their end game, what are they good for? And it's something that I'm going to bring up when we get to one of my favorite
Ooh, there
organizations
you
later
go.
on, is that this, as the descendants of the Sul Empire, part of their purpose is to try to rebuild the Sul Empire.
Okay.
Because
Well, that
right
makes
now the
sense.
Sul Empire is squat. There's not, it's not, it's not a world force, right?
Right. That
And so
makes
the
sense.
Sul Brotherhood is to rebuild the racial empire.
Yeah, that makes sense. Feel the way they want to take over the lands but don't want to run it. They'd rather have figureheads, they advise. Yep. Jeff,
Yeah.
Yeah. Monks are difficult. Monks are difficult. Yep. All right, there, Mike. You hit us up with one, and then
Okay.
we're going to go off on a tangent here.
So, like our own organizations?
Yeah, if you want to name another organization that you have.
Okay. Well, and
that from published source.
So the last one I think I felt was kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
And I know they're in the Player's Guide to Greyhawk and probably the City card box set.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe all of it, for all I know, is those Rangers of the Gnarly Forest.
Oh yeah, from the ashes.
200 Rangers.
It's a great one.
And they have no leader. They just kind of all get together and they report on stuff. And I feel bad when I was kind of trying to build a list. I felt bad because I never really used them. And I don't know if that's my fault or the players didn't pick characters that would be of interest to the Rangers. But my other thing I wanted to point out was in the Player's Guide to Greyhawk by Anne Brown.
Right.
They have information on making a Ranger of the Gnarly Forest as your character.
Yep.
Those kits are amazing.
So they are. This is where the flavor, second edition started taking flavor of characters, and here. So this is page 41, second book of From the Ashes. Rangers of the Forest. Here it is. Role playing Gnarly Forest Rangers. This is all you need to know to start. Is right here. Everything they can do and all the abilities they get. Non-weapon proficiencies. If you don't know this area, like for example, McLeod, you're playing in this area right now. You're not far from it, right? You're not far, and you can have them incorporated. Use them as good guys, maybe to help bail out the characters. Because you're in Hamlet. Here's the Gnarly Forest right here. Gnarly Forest is here, and look where Temple is. It's basically on the edge of the Gnarly Forest.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So you got a perfect spot for them. That's one. And they do have Ranger commanders, and they do have, but they do have some minor structure, but not a great structure.
Well, a military structure kind of has to have some form of
it's
leadership structure.
But you also have the Swan Maze there too. The Swan Maze are right there as well in the Gnarly, a sorority of 44 Swan Maze deal there. Matriarch Serenja. Now, what the hell's a Swan May? A Swan May is a human or elven woman who has the ability to magically turn herself into a swan. And you have to be part of this coven or whatever to get that ability.
Sounds like a useful ability.
Yeah, the Swan Maze are in Monster Manual 2 in Player's Handbook. First edition, Monster Manual 2. Monster Manual 2. So there you go. So tie them both in. You got a lot of richness in this area. And also, there's druids, a lot of druids in the Gnarly. And if you want to go one step further, there are dark druids in the Gnarly. Rob Kuntz's dark druids is where I put them too. So yeah, all sorts of things. This is a great area. Good one, Mike. That was a good tie into everything in this area, which is very well done, very well written up. Absolutely. Yeah. Everyone written up. Okay. All righty. So what was I doing? I was trying to find. Oh, Dennis, you go first because, and then we'll all talk about something here. I got to find an Earth journal, believe it or not.
So are we on?
Yeah,
to
let's go on
our,
something that you
our
did.
own?
Something that you
Okay.
did. Maybe give some people in the audience some ideas. We got 85 people watching right now. Let's give them some things that
Oh.
have come from our creative minds.
Well, one of the areas that in my campaign that's a focus that's not the city of Greyhawk is the city of Melcott. So that's my original city.
Yep.
And so
Thank you for the
one of the big points about the city of Melcott is that there's a castle there that's been abandoned. That reason why it's abandoned is the last lord of the city was a very high level, very evil wizard who ran out of luck and disappeared. Castle's been abandoned for 40 years since Marchanter disappeared. When the castle was abandoned, it was basically whatever happened to him, the castle began filling with outer planar creatures that slashed through the occupants. And it's a very large castle. It's in my campaign, it's the biggest single structure in the campaign world. There's nothing bigger than Malkosia Castle. And so it's even bigger than Zagig's castle. Anyways, there was a lot of people in it. Some of them escaped. A lot of them didn't. And so the survivors started a group called the Sons of Marchanter, and it started out as an innocent group. Eventually, it was taken over by people, and it's turned into an evil organization. So that's the back view of the castle, looking towards the city. The city's down in the lower left there. That's the front view of the castle, with riders on horseback in the very front of the skull there for scale.
Yeah, as you see how small.
Yeah, those are riders on horseback. So
who did that art?
I did. I drew it, but it's very heavily based, and Jay showed it on another stream that we were doing. It's based on a Tim Hildebrand cover art for Dragon magazine, Dragon number 49, I think it was.
Don't feel bad, Dennis, because my original Wales castle is based on this, the Mont Saint Michel.
Oh, wow.
Don't even feel bad, right? And this is the Grand Duchy reading book from Frog God. So
right.
Yeah.
Now that you mention that, though, I used to take stuff from covers and interpret them all the time. Yeah.
But Tim Hildebrand did a painting of a dragon attacking a castle, and so I used that castle as the base of what I created, and added a bunch of things, including the skull. The skull wasn't in the Tim Hildebrand.
So this group is what, banded together?
So the Sons of Marchanter now, as far as the city of Melcott knows, they think it's a religious cult worshiping the dead or long missing Marchanter Melkosia, this evil wizard that ruled the city for decades. So they think it's a religious cult, but in reality, it's not a religious cult. Nobody in the cult believes that Marchanter is a god. They do know that he was a very powerful wizard, and they want to find him and bring him back. That's part of the purpose. But It's a Sewell-based organization, like, and what I was mentioning about the Starlit Brotherhood. They feel that it's their birthright to rule to rule not just the city of Melcott area again, but they want to rebuild some Sewell Empire anyway. So the Sons, and you can pull up, that's the page that I updated today, actually.
Okay, sure. Yep.
If you pull up my website and go to the map, or the
to
site
where?
map. Yeah, go to the site map. And so the bottom right is the city of Melcott area, and click on the Sons of Marchand.
It's on the map.
Yeah.
Right next to the Sea Princes.
Yep.
There we go. Yes, it is.
So.
And so this is a description, because the Sons are technically the inner workings of the Sun are a secret organization. This is written, the first part of this, first 2/3 of the page, written from the view of somebody who was once a member of the Sons of Marchanter. So they have insider information, but they realized that this is not a good group to belong to unless, well, you're evil. And so they're on the run. They've trying to break out of the cult, but still they have knowledge about the cult itself.
All the Sons are dual class.
They're all human. They're all human Sewell. They're all dual class.
Wow, that means they have to have some good stats.
Yeah, and
wow.
So they're always wizard with something else, either thief or fighter. Either side could be the main, like the higher level.
Right.
But if you scroll down a bit, part of what I added was the brief descriptions of the 4 leaders. If you go further down for DMs,
there we go.
A little bit beyond that even.
Oh.
And I've got the levels for the leaders.
Oh, it was right here. I thought it was here.
No. Keep going below the DM information.
Oh, DM only. There you go.
There
okay.
So those are the 4 leaders. Those are the 4 leaders, and they really are the offspring of Marchanter and Malkosia. They're the actual offspring of the evil wizard, right? They all have special familiars, which means it boosts their level, it boosts their hit points, that boosts they have magic resistance.
No, yeah, there are no normal families, Baker, in any campaign. They're all mental. They're all messed
families,
up.
No, they're not. Yeah, all families.
The Winchesters, everyone.
Yeah,
you got it. They believe it is their birthright.
So because the organization was originally created by people who used to work in the castle. Now, the castle's been abandoned for 40 years now, but they have information about what the conditions of the castle are like now. They really want to get into the parts of the castle where Marchanter had his research labs, the library,
they can't get into
magic items. Well, because the castle for 40 years has been completely overrun by outer planar creatures.
Right.
And so getting anywhere
from the ethereal plane.
I love one of them is an anti-paladin. That's perfect.
The 2A connector thing.
That is awesome. Human male anti-paladin wizard. What a freaking dual class that is.
That is a flex.
I'm kind of in the middle. Later. Later. Seriously, my son is coming looking for computer parts. But anyways,
tell him in a half hour.
So it's with it. So when Marchanter was still alive, because he was an evil tyrant, there was a temple of Heronius in the city that attempted to kill him. And so they surprised Marchanter in his quarters. They managed to have workers in the castle get them to his. Anyways, they failed to kill him. In his rage, he went down to the temple of Heronius and slaughtered every single person in the temple. It was a large temple. And so the Sons of Marchanter now have taken over that former temple as the Temple of Marchanter.
In Melkot.
In Melkot, in the city of Melkot.
Is Melkot an evil city?
There's a section that I call the Dark City, which is the ultimate evil assassin's quarter, thieves' quarter that you can imagine, in that there's only a couple of ways into this large area. You can pull up the map actually if you want. If you go to the page with the city map, it'll be the main page. Well, no. City of Melkot locations.
Here's the main page.
Scroll down till you see the city map, and then click on the city map. There, click on that. All right. So,
hey, it looks just like your Greyhawk's map.
Oh, oddly
same
enough.
style.
So
that is pretty cool.
If you see now, people are not going to be able to see it on the stream, but building number 21.
Oh yeah. You see that? You can see that clear as day.
I can't see it on the Twitch stream. It's
Here
not.
You gotta maximize my picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, no, yeah. So 21 was the former temple of Heronius that now is occupied by the Sons of Marchanter. And so the only ways in are the street on the left-hand side and the street at the bottom right that lead into the quarter.
Yeah,
and
dead ends. Yeah.
The areas that are colored blue are streets and alleyways where the second floor of the buildings touch. So they're completely covered over. And it's a maze that's basically dark all the time because most of the streets are covered over by buildings that are overhanging, right?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. It looks like Hong Kong. I got it.
Yeah, it's a city within a city that's controlled by the Sons of Marchanter. They have a branch of the Sons of Marchanter called the Black Guard.
We saw the anti-paladin leader in the list.
The leader is an anti-paladin. Most of the Black Guard are not anti-paladins, but they're basically this police force for this city within a city. And they basically run this part of Melkot. The rest of Melkot is not an evil city. It's not. It's just this quarter is not a fun place to be if you're a good guy. Right.
That's cool, man.
And so because a lot of the people who escaped from the castle were members originally of the Sons of Marchanter, and now the Sons, as they become more and more powerful as an organization, they periodically send groups to try to get into the castle.
Yeah.
They found out a few things about the castle.
Huh.
Somehow the castle has been completely sealed off from all other planes. You can't teleport in or out. You can't phase in. Etherealness does not work within the castle.
It's only by physical.
You have to walk in, and any other planar creature that enters the castle cannot exit. They're trapped. It's a giant roach motel with planar creatures.
Yeah, there was actually a really good Supernatural episode where ghosts couldn't get out of a house. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I like
cool.
that. Yeah.
And so because you can't teleport, you can't extra dimensional spaces don't work.
Yes, you can't open a portable hole there.
You can't open a portable hole or a bag of holding. You just it can't.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Especially for all this. I got all my stuff. Let me open it up. I can't. Yeah.
And so because things like you can't have the ethereal plane doesn't contact that area, Ghosts, and there are some in the castle, ghosts are corporeal.
You don't, McLeod, do not take your party here unless you're 15th level, dude. You
At
do
least.
not.
Because there's devils and demons running around like nuts, right? It's filled with sword race. I know you and
I love sword race.
Yes, it's
I
filled
love
with
sword race. Yeah,
Oh.
you might get tired of them. Yeah, they're. I won't even consider taking any characters here. I'd rather go to my adventure that I'm going to do Fed Offensor, which is on the ethereal astral plane that you fight Githyank guy. I'd rather go there. Yes.
I've used Fed Offensor.
Yeah, I'd rather go there than here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's awesome, Dennis. Great detail on that.
And
Look
so
at
the
that.
Sons have managed to take the very first build of the castle.
So
the bag of holding explode. No, it just becomes an empty bag. You can't access the space.
Yeah, you can't open it. You open up, it's nothing.
Yeah. And then when you take the bag out of the castle, it's normal again.
Yeah.
It functions normally. It doesn't damage the bag. It's just you can't access the space.
Yeah. This is not a place, there's plenty of other things. I'd rather you go to Tomb of Horrors in here. Okay. So yeah. Wow. That's awesome, Dennis. But so you saw a group, an org for you. Probably will not get much use in low level campaigning. Anyone out there?
But it wasn't designed for low level campaigning.
Awesome.
I have a totally off stream question about Melkot.
Yeah,
sure.
What's the population of Melkot?
It's like 15. That's my guess.
The population is, let me tell you.
That's a guess. We'll see how close I am. Yeah, what's up there, man?
It's about 4,000.
Oh, it's only 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for the follow.
It's nothing like Greyhawk or anything like that. No, it's a relative.
No, I wasn't expecting it to be Metropolis, but we were talking about
like
cities a while back, and I just wanted to know where
Melkot fit. It's about 4,000.
Wow.
So and that fits with the number of buildings, more or less. Yeah. The reason for the town's existence is because there are gem mines in the area. That's the economical reason for its existence.
Yeah. So back in the day, when I was a good boy in someone's eyes, back in 2019, I had only been streaming for a year. This is the Gary Con re-release of Earth Journal 20. This is 28. The Earth Journal had come out for years. This is the premier one, and there's only 100 copies of these. I have one. People have offered me a ton of money for it. I'm never going to give it away. But I had 2 articles in here. In fact, I had the premier first article in this one, which was the Order of Ulick founding and synopsis by me. Yes, and then I had the Order of Ulick about the Shieldlands area. So, and this is Earth Journal number 1 there. Yes, you may see some names you may know. Dennis is in there under editorial assistance. So am I somehow.
I was helping edit the articles.
Yeah. So if you want to know, it's Earth Journal 28. Only problem is the dates are all wrong in here. I effed up. Yes. So, but we do talk about a lot of the bases and stuff. But this is my knighthood, the Order of Ulick. It is what the entire campaign's been based on since 1980, 46 years. Why I created my own order is because in the original 80 folio, they had all these write-ups about all these different knighthoods. And it was in the back, and they had stuff on the Knights of the Heart, the Knights of the Watch, right? And it was just, it seemed cool. And I'm like, why can't I create my own knighthood? And that's what they did. So the Order of Ulick is Mayan, and they're allied with Selene. All the information here is correct. Here's the sorrowful wars I talked about the other day. Yeah. So and that's it. That's it. The Order of Ulick. The organization has 200 some members. Lord Gazum is the head of the Order of Ulick. Wasn't the original one, but is the head now. You get the idea as far as why it's important to me in the game, but that doesn't mean, like, for example, tomorrow we have one Order of Ulick character in the group, which is very important. Rob, whose character is that who's in the Order of Ulick in tomorrow's adventure, which is going to be in Glypdale? I'm asking Rob Phantom NJ, whose character is in the Order of Ulick when we go to Durgrim, Rob's Dwarven Fighter Thief.
And earlier, Gary said that if he had known about your Order of Ulick, he would have put you in.
Yeah. But I guess that's
awesome.
He did.
He put the Sons of Marchanter into.
Yes, he did, and he put Makosha in there and all. And I'm honored by that.
Too bad we didn't get the Order of Ulick in there.
The good thing is, then I still own it, and WotC doesn't.
Well, WotC doesn't own anything is from my end either. So
be careful. So that's why, like, for stuff for the multiple guide, I changed some names and stuff.
I wasn't paid for it, so they don't own it.
Yeah. But like we got Wales Castle, is Outpost 2, Warmonger's Tower, the Watcher's Towers, Winchester's Bulwark, the White Tower, Outpost 1, Altamira is an Order of Ulick Keep. The area's all out. One as far north as the Eagle's Nest, all the way up here in the Beastman Forest in the Vespy. All Order of Ulick locations. And also in the Shieldlands. And that is right here. And that is Durgrim's Folly, which is an adventure by Mike Merles from 3rd edition. Siege of Durgrim's Folly. And that's why you have all these different sub-shields. So there you go. Just my doing. And if you want more information, just watching the adventures Armed and Dangerous. Aurelia is the only character that accepted a petition, so she is in. So we have one, we got characters here and there. Maram is also a member, believe it or not. So Maram will be available on Saturday's game. We'll talk about that as we go over the weekend. But yes, so
he's not probationary.
They're apprentices.
So okay.
So if you go through, right. So here's how, real quick. I'll bring this up and then we'll move on. I don't want to take up too much of the time just talking about my own things. Where is Herald AD&D timeline info? We'll reveal, like, this should be recently updated. 2026. Oh shit, I didn't put it into PDF. That's all right. All right. So let me go here and let me go here. This is all members of currently active. Year of inception is here. So you can see 583. Actually, and those dates are subject to change to 583 going back. So we have there's a lot of earlier members in that. There's Gazumba, he was a 20th member inducted, and we go all the way down. There's Aurelia. She's the 247th member. That's PCs and NPCs.
Wow.
Probably the ratio on that is 65 to 70% PC. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a lot of PCs.
It is. Here, look, Quentin Winchester, Liara Pendrell, Solest. That is Mark from Marquee Gaming's, and there is Yvette. She's it's Rachel's. There's Durga. There's Maram. There's Courtney's character, Fornlin, and Elazira. Lergia and Orenthera are Bird's characters.
Maybe a better way to ask McLeod is how many of them are dead?
That's not the dead list.
So that's just all alive.
They're all alive on here.
All alive.
Notice there's gaps.
Okay. So you keep separate dead and alive lists.
Yes. So 1 second. Give me a second. Yeah. We go to a timeline info. Rest in peace. RIP 2026. Here's the rest in peace list. I forgot I killed Narina. Narina of Reston. Dead. 620. Yeah, she was only in it for a year. There you go. So the 244th member is dead. And there's look at all the earlier characters that are dead. Look, I had a character named Buck Rogers. So I get the history prof jokes when I was a kid. Yes, Elijah Winchester II. There, Elijah Winchester III. Big Jim Slade, former tight end of the Kansas City Chiefs. You got it. Macarash Elf Friend there. So they're all that's the death list. So there you go. Yep. COVID starting U.S. in January 2020. Okay. The Kentucky Fried Movie, absolutely. Which, when we were in high school and that movie came out, we thought that was the funniest moment. And then when Big Jim Slade shows up in the Bruce Lee knockoff movie out of the blue and opens up the cages, we thought that was the greatest thing ever. So Aragorn, yes. So Alan, my friend Alan, has no sense of uniqueness. I have characters in the campaign named Samwise. I have Arathorn, son of Aragorn in reverse. I have Laird Hamilton, the surfer. I have a porn star named Chasey Lane. I have Gwen Stefani. Okay, these are a lot of the characters in my campaign because my guys can't, think.
I come up with original names.
Yeah, yes. So, yeah.
But they are easy to remember.
They are easy to remember, yes. So there you go. That's
well, I had a friend of mine named Eric who created Eric the Cleric. So
Eric the Cleric, that's good. Our first edition characters when we were 12 years old are named after ourselves. So yeah, you need a Leroy Jenkins. No, I will not go there, Leroy Jenkins. We got some really bad names. Some I can't even say on stream. I'll get a 30-day ban. So yeah. All right, Mike, what do you got? But that's all fun.
I've created some organizations in my time, and some that I've even put on my blog. And I was kind of struggling over which one I thought was probably the most interesting to post on here.
Oh, dude, I loved your Gary Con game 2 Gary Cons ago with all that going on. That was awesome.
Yeah. But I think the one that would probably be most interesting in one of the shorter ones would be my Pentad.
Okay.
I just posted there.
1 second here. Let me. I can bring it up.
I want to take my. I like wizard groups. I think wizard groups are just the most fun kind of organizations in a fantasy world.
Give me a second here.
And I thought, man, there's a dearth of female wizards. So I went in search of female NPC wizards to make a group out of.
Oh, nice.
A kind of like a super band.
Nice. Wow. I don't. Elaine Mystica, you made up yourself.
No.
Elaine Mystica is canon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's she from?
Iron Gate.
Oh, Iron Gate. Okay.
From Dragon Magazine. And Dragon.
Okay. So she's got a link to her. Is that her picture?
Not sure where that picture came from.
That's from one. I don't think it's Dragon Magazine. I think it's from a later product.
All right. So you have Fiona in here. That's cool. She's the ambassador.
Yep. See the box set.
Yeah.
So her venturing company was a company of the Iron Fist. That is cool. She's an albino of the Larara. I did not know that. The Larara tribe of Sul. Yeah. Wow, that's cool. That is cool. So you made a super group. There's Mariel. Yes. Anna has played Mariel in my campaign. Mariel is the Jalarzi's not mentor, student.
Apprentice.
Yeah, apprentice. Yeah.
Mariel's one of the best ones.
Mariel is dating the ever mysterious Tim's dad's character, Abdul Emir, in Greyhawk City. In my game, he's a cleric mage. Yes, and he is a cleric of the Prophet. And we always thought he's half Backloonish, half Elven. So we never decided what deity it was, but he's lawful good. So we think it's probably Alatar. Yeah. So that's who she's dating in my game. All right, who we got here? Rothane from the Dragon magazines. There's a picture of her. Level unknown. Yes, she was one of the Wizards 3. That's cool.
So that's an Ed character.
Yeah, that's it. Ed made her up. Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Shemaya. Hailson. Oh, the bright. Yeah, Land of the Storm. Yeah.
Rare in training.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not truly asleep. She's been long traveling other worlds and planes to find a way to reverse the curse of the bright desert. That's a good one, man. But now is recently distracted by the usurping desert mage Rari. Shemaya was approached by Elaine Mystica to join the Pentad. Yep, for vast knowledge of planar resistance. That is cool. So here.
So, Jalarzi aside, these would be the 5 most powerful, wizards around, I guess.
Yeah.
Of good neutral persuasion.
Right. Yep. That
They
is
would be a
awesome.
good foil for the Circle of Eight.
So if you want to know the date on this, it's June 1st, 2016 in Mike's Greyhawkery. You want to find this and then utilize this. I gotta write
10
this
years
down.
old.
Yeah, it's okay, man. Dude.
And I made that custom for the block. Like I've never used them in a campaign like that.
Oh,
I just pounded it out in
Yeah,
one
yeah.
day.
It's a great org though, man. I gotta stand. Oh man. My head's gonna be partially cut off. I gotta stand. Did they do
Stretch those
Lords of the
bionic parts.
No, what are Lords of the Gloaming? I don't even know what that is. Lords of the Gloaming.
That's a Gary Holian
Oh,
creation. The Lords of Gloaming, I believe, is related to the Saints. It's like a neutral group, if I remember right.
okay.
I'm not sure.
Like a true neutral.
Are
yeah,
they in, are they in if Gary's still around, what are they in?
I haven't seen Gary.
Gary's the lurk. Yeah.
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 He has a tendency, his bot tends to turn off every once in a while.
Yeah.
Lords of Gloaming.
Yeah. Sorry about that one, Dad. I don't know that one. I haven't used them. Have not used them. That's good. Mike, so what about Seafaring? You got a Seafaring group?
Well, I mean, I got a whole article on pirate fleets somewhere.
Yeah, if you can find it, let me know, and I'll just tell me the date on it. I can do a search here, can I? While I'm on your site.
It should be already found it.
Okay.
It's Best of Greyhawkery.
Best of Greyhawkery, which is over to the left.
It's my tab at the top.
Tab at the top. Okay,
On
got
the
it.
home page.
All right. So how far down?
But there it is. Pirate fleets. It's in the Sea Princes section.
Where is it? How far down?
About middle.
I see map of Hokar. Am I looking right at it? Sheldamar. I'm sorry, I'm being stupid here. Oh, is it? Oh, is
No,
it down?
it's
Oh, here,
so,
Sea Prince's campaign.
yeah, Sea Princes campaign.
Right.
Yeah, and it's got the
Pirate
star
Fleets of
next to
Greyhawk.
it.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I put stars next to my best of the best articles.
Yeah, this is everyone. If you're going to do Sea Princes or you're going to do any kind of pirate adventuring, this is where the information you want to have. This is it. This is it. You got the Pirate Princess Fleet, Toli Armada, Hold for. How many of these are yours? How many of these are published source? 50-50? Yeah.
Yeah. Like the Crimson Fleets from Savage Tide.
Yep.
You know.
Cousins of Tilva, that's yours.
Right.
Slave Lords, that's Blue Confederation, that sounds like yours.
Yes.
Densac Squadrons, yours.
Mine.
Soulward Blockade, yours.
I came up with that.
Yeah. Dushan Armada, yes. Theronian Raiders, that's probably
it's just a catch-all.
Yeah, catch-all. And then here's all the other ones too. You got a whole bunch. Harbor Marines, Sassarine, Spindrift, Kiwish Navy, Russian Navy. Yeah, this is a great article.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And so I don't go into any detail. I avoid talking about ships themselves, naval technology, but I do talk about the size of the fleet and who their enemies and allies are. Because when you're running a campaign on the Azure Sea, it's good to know who to trust and don't trust.
Yeah. Let me take a look here. Good one. All right, there, Dennis, go for it.
Oh, geez, another original.
No, or not. You could do it. You could do a standard. You could do a standard one. Of course.
Starting to run dry on my notes here.
I found Dungeon 104. Let's see if we can find that.
All right. What my notes. Oh, well, one thing that I've added to my campaign that was added into the map as well that never really existed were the schools of psionics.
Oh, okay.
And so there was a school of psionics in the city of Melkot. When the castle got abandoned, it became a giant beacon for outer planar creatures that caused so much problems for the psionicists that they basically had to shut the school down. They shut the it's kind of a guild, but School of Psionics down. They couldn't stay there anymore. And so the people, the professors, the leaders of that organization went off to different cities. One of them started the School of Psionics in, or was in the city of Greyhawk. And so when I did the map for the city of Greyhawk, I added the School of Psionics as a secret school where the students worked part-time in one of the bars that I designed. So they actually can see the light of day because their school is attached to the abandoned part of the sewers. Was an old temple that was cleaned out and sanctified, and so now it's the School of Psionics. So when I have psionic characters, they have to belong to. There's so few places in the world, in my world, anyways, that can train psionics. That yeah. So most of the psionicist players that I've had have come from the city of Greyhawk school.
So another thing about Greyhawk, and that is there's a bard school there too.
Yes.
So what I incorporate some special rules. So if they attend that bard school, remember, in old school you gotta go up from fighter, then thief, then bard, right? So if they go to the bard school for training, I give them that gives them, because they don't get 10% bonus to earn experience in first edition. That's what it does. But they got to pay, they got to spend time out of the campaign and all to go to the bard school. So I'm assuming the science school for you is a must because there's no other place to go, right?
The only place.
Yeah. But the abilities don't go up in psionicists, right? Do they go up?
Yes, they do.
They do. Okay.
Well, the way it works is as psionicists go up in level, they gain numbers of abilities. It's like gaining spell levels kind of thing, right? Yeah. And so
it's a 2E psionics thing, Jay, not the 1E.
Yes, it's the 2E psionics.
Okay.
The 1E psionics was just a kind of a one-off ad. You had it and you got it. And
right, that's the only thing I stayed away from psionics in my game.
2E psionics is a leveled thing. And there is advantages to gaining levels. You get more skills and your skills do more or become more powerful. All right. So no, it is a level thing that requires training. So yeah.
Okay.
So because that was added to the map, then, theoretically we've got an official Sonic school in the city of Greyhawk.
Super cool. All right, Dad, I found this. I don't know what you had mentioned, but this is it says this is back in Dragon 306, which I don't have on my computer. Living Greyhawk Gazetteer gave a look at Paladin Face, Maine, Merlin, Palo, and St. Cuthbert. This is more of them. So I'm not sure what orgs are in here, but he's got Alec Bar, he's got Azaralk, and then he has some third edition abilities here. Heronius, Justice stands with pillars of courage and might. Hextor, Hextor's rage. Foltus, Blinding Wrath. Tritharian.
Just had a Foltus of Paladin and Foltus in my campaign where I use that article.
Oh yeah?
I'm regretting it. I forgot about it.
Yeah, so that's here. So there you go. It's in the back where they put a lot of the Living Greyhawk stuff in the back of the Dungeon magazine to fit it. There's because there's only so much.
I always like the plethora of Paladins article.
I do, but it's just like some of them are really overpowered, right? Compared to the other ones. I prefer Lawful Good, Chaotic Evil. Right, you got your anti-paladin, your paladin, and I have two subclasses. I have the undead hunter, which can be multiple alignments, right, including lawful, neutral, neutral good, lawful good, and the Inquisitor, which can be lawful good, lawful neutral, or lawful evil. Right. So those are my subs to give you a little more.
An Inquisitor, like a Star Wars Inquisitor.
An Inquisitor, like, I'm gonna get the answer out of you.
Yeah. Well, that's like a Star Wars Inquisitor.
Well, those Inquisitors were the ones that were hunting. I thought they were hunting all the remaining.
Well, one of their
Jedis.
purposes was to hunt the Jedi.
Yeah.
But for I don't know why. I guess it takes a special dedication to run a paladin with the right mindset. But over my 46-year campaign, we've actually had surprisingly few paladin PCs.
Really?
Yeah, it's never been a popular player character in my campaign world. We've had a few. There have been a few, but it's one of the only PC class, 2E PC class, that's less used in my campaign world than paladins are bards.
Well, I don't allow 2E bards. I go, you gotta be. Remember, I back convert everything to first edition.
Yeah,
so, yeah. But
and I think we had one bard. I think we ever only had one bard in the entire, and it was a bard. He started when we were still 1E. That bard was created when we were still 1E. And that was it. That was the only bard we've ever had.
So I'm going to end this discussion with
comics.
No.
Oh, before the comics.
The adventuring group in period. So here's an updated ranking of all the Altamira mercenary groups. Now remember this. Now here's a problem. I said I have to say this. Anyone armed and dangerous is on. I cannot, because of the intricacy in the colors on this thing, I cannot put this on one of my collared shirts. It just doesn't work. So here, let me bring this up. This is Tiffany created this. It's too intricate to go on one of the shirts like I did with 2 drink minimum. Here's what she created. It's cool. It's cool. I can't put it on a shirt. I can't. Yeah. It won't work. It won't work. So it's cool to keep it, but if I want to get them all these shirts, I can't do it. So it's gotta be simplified down, right? Well, you have to just make it a badge that you can pin to yourself. Yeah, well, you could do, something like that. But I like to give. I did 2 drink minimum, Slav Squad. It's just they need to limit the colors. I think that's the issue, and maybe get rid of the rings or something. There's too much going on this. But
I think the rings could stay, but I would turn the riveted border into just a solid
standard. Border. I think that what they need to do is put this on one of Anna's shields instead. Tiffany did this on her own shield. I think, it's too much going on. This extra layer on the inside here is tough. I think I may have.
I like the hands.
Yes, yeah, because they always are cutting arms off, limbs off. That's why they did it.
That's right.
Yeah, that's why they did it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So but here we go. Armed and Dangerous is on the map here, right? So beneath York Defenders Against Slavery, the Night Stalkers, 2 drink minimum is way up there now, especially after stopping Sathaga in the during the fundraiser last year. The Huntsman, the Omega Patrol, worst name ever in my opinion, but some people. The Reborn, Theo's Heroes, Nuclear Meat is still on here. The Champions of Barbarians, Avon / the Barbarian Group, Armed and Dangerous, then the Windborn, the Altamira Enforcers, and the new unnamed group, which we had last Saturday. So there you go. That's the list. So all these are.
If you looked at my notoriety mechanic,
I have not, because I do it based on my feel, right? So, but like you give points and all, yeah. We used to.
Check it out sometime. See what you think. Let me know what you think about it.
I will, absolutely.
Because what I did was I took the notoriety mechanic from City of Skulls, which was designed for just the adventure.
To find them, yeah.
And expanded it to a campaign wild.
I'll take a look. Absolutely. Thrommel's Snappers. No, Tim. Enoch, no.
That's a weird name.
No Thrommel. No Thrommel. And remember, I have this for Greyhawk and I have this for Party as well. Yeah. So Norker Meats, that's funny.
I use his bunion.
Yep. So there, a lot of these have symbols, heraldry. A lot of them don't because they just haven't done it. There's too much going on. But there you go. So just to share that. Oh, I did have a lot of this stuff open. All right. Close this out. Boom. Alrighty, Mike. Let me see if I can do this without crashing everything here. We got 3 episodes to catch up on.
Woohoo!
So let's do that.
Yeah.
All right, put me down a link, please, if you don't mind.
There you go.
All right,
did.
there we go.
Number 44.
All right, so we got to go back though. Is that all right, so that is
Number
3 weeks
44.
ago. Okay.
Yep, and then you can, when you're done with that, you go to the bottom and you hit next.
Okay. All right. Right there. I got it. Okay. All righty. Oh, look, it's from A1. Right?
Yes.
The ongoing cultist affairs, and finally led us to the eponymous classical location they have sought out. So this is the slave pits of the Undercity. I'm busy. No, like that's right, friend. Can you oh, is that an aspis? Yeah. Guys, lend me a hand. I'm busy. Watch your step, brother. The floor of this room is a grid of 10-foot square, 20-foot deep pits, only separated by narrow 6-inch beams. 15-foot deep, in fact. Throw me a rope, good buddy. No. I guess he fell, huh? Ugh.
It's one of the prisoners in the slave pit.
Oh, yeah. This is, remember, A1. They're all. It's a tournament adventure. Ugh. I'm really getting tired of fighting Aspis. Toss me a sword and I'll help you out, comrade. No. Curses, we're too late. The slave lords are not here. Hey, pal. Wait a minute. I can leave you to the slave lord. This guy. Just some random guy who wants to get the hell out. Yeah. Guess you can't climb up the bars. They're too slick or something.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah. I forgot about the Aspis standing there fighting you on those because the Aspis have great balance. Yeah.
That scene was always so evocative.
Do you have a sundew in one of these? Next one.
Next episode.
Behold the Slaver Stockade. Map coordinates A. Yeah. I'm glad we talked to that Herald in the slave pits. That's funny. His name was Harold. Ha! Harold the Herald. That's great. Listen, this old hill fort was sacked in the past. This is A2. The repaired stone walls shown signs of fire and catapult down. Hey, Curtis, you're on. Remember, I ran you through A2. First, we must get by a curtain wall, then cross the courtyard to the main gatehouse before we can enter the main stockade. Didn't they have what were those things that go like this all around as guards and A2? Oh, what the hell were those?
All kinds of
kinds of weird guards and stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, right in the middle is the freaking the mud, the wandering effing suction mud. Now we explain why we're surrendering to this patrol. Well, do you want to hack and slash through scores of goblins, hobgoblins, kobolds, and boggles? That's it. What are boggles? Don't worry about it. Take us to your leader. It's an ankeg. Oh yeah, it right in the mud. Right. Yeah. Damn. Now we have to surrender all over again. Yeah, that was this adventure. Whoops. What did I do? This adventure's good, man. That's a good adventure.
As I was reading through it, I thought to myself, man, this is such a slog, right? But the cultists aren't going to fight everything. They're insidious. They're going to go straight to the source.
Yes.
And what quicker way to do that than to surrender?
Oh no! Is it the thing that drones? Because that's in here too, right? What are those things called? Cloaker. It's a cloaker, isn't it?
Cloakers?
Yeah, there's a cloaker in here. Oh, here we go. There it is. There's a cloaker. Cloaker, really? It just doesn't turn to one of those multi-part adventures. Welcome, new mercs. Me, name Executioner. You try wine and cheese? Celine Ruby. Nice reference. Quite cultured for an ogre. Don't mind if I do. Kind of wrapped up here. Oh, that's funny. Take your hoods off now. Take your hood off now. Me give orders here. Funny, I thought the cloaker was in charge. Rude. Me second in command. Take us to your boss. I'm not with him. Nice. So they're in A2. Flips. That's awesome.
So the cultists are speed running the A series, more or less.
Right.
Yes. Marquesa is in there. Marquesa is in this one. Yeah, that's where Marquette's first appearance. Yeah.
So more to come.
More to come.
Mm-hmm.
I had the entirety of A2, the keep and all, and half of the back on the table. And then when they got into the back, the next week after that, I had to move the front up of the back area, right? Because that cloaker's in that area of all the people just droned in there, right? All the slaves and stuff. Yeah, that was pretty cool. It was a good adventure. I'm not a fan of the fourth. I'm not a fan of the whole capture and all that stuff, but yeah. But it's great. That's all. Oh yeah, just wait till
Yeah.
they get to that. Your cultists are awesome.
They're just getting in deeper and deeper, though.
Yes, but they always get into deep. What else you got going on, man? Mike, what do you got going on?
My Pyrenean campaign is back in action. I just got done doing a tournament with jousting and melees and all that fun stuff. Pyrenland is tougher than Friandi.
Okay.
Friandi may put on a good show, but Pyrenland's tougher. Anyhow, the adventures are now back on a new mission. I adapted an adventure called The Death of Lashaman. I don't know if any are familiar with that. It's like a third edition dungeon module, I believe. Anyhow, they're going to the island of a necromancer to investigate what's going on there. So
that's cool.
Good stuff.
That is cool. Mike, thanks, man, for participating in this. This was a blast. I'm bringing up some other stuff here. All right, so Dennis, what do you got going on, man?
Not really much. We've been away for 2.5 weeks. Just got back, so I'm still trying to get back into this swing of things.
Cool.
The night before we left for 16 days in Dominican Republic, our basement flooded.
Oh.
I think that it happened the day before we left and not the day after we left, because then we would have had water for 2 weeks.
Right, and it would have gotten brackish and all, and who knows what.
Oh, no. So that sense, it was good, but it's kind of thrown everything off, and everything is all over the place. All my bookcases are still discombobulated down here, so I can't find anything. But at some point, I've got a bunch of different things that I'm working on would like to get onto the website, but that's the same story as always. It just eventually stuff will get off, but we're on a hiatus for playing, so there's not much of playing going on right now. But
it's all good, man. It's all good.
It's still keeping busy with other things, unfortunately, but we'll get back to it eventually.
Yeah. 100%, man. Keep everything going, man. Thanks for coming on tonight. This was a blast.
Yeah.
Here we go. I showed some of this earlier. Welcome to Glipdell. It's already on fire.
Uh-oh.
So, well, part of it, yes. You'll see. So this is Glipdell. It's come a long way. They have I got some innuendo things that from references to a TV show that's huge with this, but there you go. There's the Tower of Lord Mayor Ichabod. He never had a tower before. That's new, but like they are, as you can see, there's some fire going on here. There's Lord Mayor Ichabod's tower. I got that from Thunderstruck at CNYCom. It's a nice tower. By the way, he fights with a flail, and that's a fish. He has a fish on his his shield. Yeah, fish on it. That's a symbol for some reason. I don't know why. Even though that
does he do the fish dance?
Yeah, well, we used to call it. He was a fish stick. I mean, he's one of the, like I said, the worst static character in the campaign. His high stat's 11. Stat. Yes, his highest stat is 11. I think he's got a 5 con. Yeah. That's Ichabod, and there's the gate to get in to Glipdell. So the group's gonna have to come through the gate. There's that's one of the Bill and Master Crafter light up 3D print setups down there. That's the stables area on the other side of the tower, just showing you some stuff. But here, and That is Kirby, who, if you remember Kirby, I don't have them. Jeff is going to play remotely, so I won't have this miniature yet, but he painted up Kirby after he survived Fortress Elendar. So Jeff is playing tomorrow as well. Kirby Kindle Kirsch or whatever, Kindle Strish or whatever his name is. So there we go. Assistants to Glypdale. We got Myriad, we got Amanda, Gianna, Jeff, Rob, and Curtis. Also Tom playing part 1. Assistants to Glypdale. What could possibly go wrong, right? Everything, and that is 2-parter. We're gonna have a dice giveaway, dice and bag
We had
giveaway
a
tomorrow.
PC named Myriad.
A PC named what?
We had a PC named Myriad.
Myriad, yeah.
Yeah, he was a priest.
That's Kirsten's online name, and she has.
Okay.
Kizara just turned 9th, half-orc fighter.
Oh.
She has 104 hit points. Specialized in Great Mace and now Battle Axe.
You're getting ready to enter Malkosha Castle.
No. At 9th? No. Nope. So these characters are all 7th, 8th, and 9th for this. And then part 2, which will swap out a couple people. We got Myriad and Rob still playing, but Sparkles Mandy is playing. Brett is playing. And Korg. Along with an NPC, I'll have Aaron Winchester on this. So I'll have a dual class fighter magic user to help out there. Yep. So that'll be fun. It'll be a fun time. So there you go. And that's what's going on for Saturday morning, and that's at 11. And we'll have more Frog Out Game giveaways there. Alrighty. All right, everyone. Oh, no, don't touch that. Don't mess this up. Hold on a second. I just hit something. Whoop. Yep. I did. I hit something wrong. I was like, don't mess it up. All right. So any other final questions and thoughts? Great one tonight. So we showed you some published source ones, some that are our own, that give you some ideas. That's what we try and do in these, on this one, on this Legend and Lore stream. If you remember tonight, someone will get Eye of the Serpent and Dark Clouds Gather and reprint, the 2 UK modules. So, all right, last call, exclamation point drawing. I gotta figure out who I'm rating into. I may go into show more. Oh my gosh, look at how many.
You're welcome, Get Off McLeod.
Yeah.
He's been taking notes.
Well, he's running. So right now, McLeod is running Hamlet on Mandy's channel on Mondays. He's going to run Horror in the Holes soon.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So they're low level characters, but it sounds like he over sandboxed them on last Monday. Yeah, you can pull them in real easily. You make them paranoid as hell, and they will not wander. Yeah, that's easy to do. Throw a couple undead out there, a couple ghouls coming out of the. Yeah, that'll stop it quickly out of that cemetery. That'll stop it. One session into. Oh, you're in one session. What nights you playing Hools, dude? I must have missed that. What night is Hools on? Oh, it's Sunday. Okay, all right. So there comes Skagith all the way from. Oh my God, what time is it there? Skagith all the way from Sweden.
Oh,
dude,
really?
Good to see you. Yep. I think he's north of where Anna's from. Skagith, man, good to see you, dude.
3 a.m. Wow.
3 a.m. Just caught us right at the end of our stream here, man. Thanks. It's good to see you. There's your shout out there. Cool. Alrighty. Let's see who wins. Skagith, if you want to get on the giveaway, please do. Exclamation point drawing. But here we go. I'm going to close this out. Let's see who wins. Close button. Here we go.
I bought a print from Keith Parkinson when I was at
Enoch Pratt. Yeah.
And it's the one with a Knoll shaman that's raising up undead from the swamp. It's a really cool painting. It's hanging on the wall around the corner here.
How much was it?
You know what? I don't have no idea. I don't remember.
How old is it?
That was 25 years ago.
Oh man, it's probably worth 10 times that what it was.
Maybe.
It's an original, right?
He signed it.
Wow.
Well, it's numbered, signed and numbered, right?
Yeah,
but it's an original. It's a limited edition print.
It's a print. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a limited edition print. and he signed it. He was a great guy to chat with.
That's
But
fantastic.
yeah, that was 2001.
Enoch, I should have, you haven't moved, right? I got your address. Tim O, I got you. They'll go out tomorrow. So, McLeod, that was very kind of you to say for Horror in the Holes. I had a honor doing that with Carlos. We did, it was great. It's, mine's the outdoor part, his is the indoor part. So, and they're both nasty in their own way. Make sure, everyone's got to make sure you cast Washtree's Blessing on someone and see what happens. It's all the warts grow all over the body and they're like, yeah. So make sure that's, at the end. Yes, that's fun. All right, we're gonna. Oh God, who am I reading into? Old Times is on. That's Sparky. So I'm gonna read an Old Times Tavern. I don't see anyone from my stream team on. Let me just double check, make sure no one from the stream team is on. Yeah, Prayers doesn't count. He's doing something goofy. He's got one person. All right, we're gonna read the Old Times Tavern. Okay. So everyone, thanks all. See you tomorrow night, 7:00. Great dice giveaway. Dennis, Mike, thanks a lot for everything. It was fantastic.
Thanks for hosting us.
Yeah, of course. Anytime. Hit the wrong button here. No, not this time. By the way, sound is fixed down in the basement. You should not have an echo now. We fixed it on Monday. Yeah, we got it. We got it taken care of. Hopefully. Yeah, we figured out what to do. So I got it. See you, man. Have a good one. Thanks. Set the rate up. Then you can help yourself with computer parts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you tomorrow night.